L, the world's greatest detective, the only person who could match Light Yagami move for move. For 25 episodes, we watched him get closer, closer to proving Light was Kira, closer to winning the game. But L made one mistake. He trusted Light. He considered him a friend, maybe his only friend. Episode 25. Rem, the Shinigami, writes L's name in the death note to save Misa. L has 40 seconds to live. He knows. You can see it in his eyes. He knows he's dying. He knows Light won. L collapses. Light catches him, and in his final moment, L sees Light's expression, the satisfaction, the victory. L's last words, "It's not my victory." The bells ring, the rain falls, the screen goes black. This death hit different because we thought L would win. He was the protagonist in our hearts. He was justice. And when he died, hope died with him. Light won, the villain won, and we had to watch 12 more episodes knowing evil already triumphed. No cap, L's death changed anime. It showed us the good guy doesn't always win, but at least L went out fighting a villain. PORTGAS D Ace, Luffy's brother, Whitebeard's son, the man with the flames of freedom. The Marineford War, the biggest battle in One Piece history, the entire world watching. Luffy fought through hell, literally, to save his brother. And he did it. Ace was free. They were running. They were going to escape, together. Then, Akainu insulted Whitebeard. Ace, who never let an insult to his father slide, turned around. Akainu attacked Luffy, and Ace jumped in the way. The magma fist went through his chest, through his fire, through his body. His Vivre card burned. The paper that represents his life force just burned. Ace's last words, smiling through the pain, "Thank you for loving me." Luffy's scream, the scream heard around the world, the scream that broke us all. The way the entire One Piece community cried. We watched 500+ episodes to this point. We knew Ace for years, and just like that, he was gone. Ace died smiling, died thanking everyone for loving him, died believing his life mattered, and we've been in pain ever since. This death changed Luffy, changed the entire story. The Marineford War wasn't just a battle, it was the moment One Piece said the real journey starts now. Itachi Uchiha, the man we hated, then pitied, then loved. For years, we thought he was a villain, the brother who murdered his entire clan, the traitor who made Sasuke suffer. But the truth? Itachi was ordered by Konoha to kill his clan to prevent a coup. He took the mission, spared only Sasuke, became the villain so his brother could be the hero. And then he lived in pain, hunted as a criminal, dying from terminal illness, protecting Konoha from the shadows. The final battle, Sasuke finally strong enough to kill him, but Itachi was already dying, already blind from overusing his Sharingan. Itachi didn't fight to win, he fought to free Sasuke, to remove Orochimaru's curse, to give his brother closure. Itachi walks forward, blood dripping, vision gone, body failing. He raises his finger, the same finger he used to poke Sasuke in the forehead as a child. "Forgive me, Sasuke, this is the last time." He pokes his forehead and falls, dead before hitting the ground. The villain was the hero all along. This death hits different because we hated Itachi. We wanted Sasuke to kill him, and then we learned the truth and realized we watched a man sacrifice everything for his brother and his village. Itachi lived in darkness so Sasuke could live in light, and we'll never forget him. Lelouch v. Britannia, the prince who became a revolutionary, the mastermind who changed the world. Zero Requiem, the final plan. Make yourself the villain so evil, so hated that the world unites against you. Then die. And in dying, give the world peace. Lelouch became the demon emperor, made the entire world hate him, committed atrocities in public, all according to plan. The parade, Lelouch in his emperor outfit, the crowd screaming for his death, and then Zero appears, the real Zero, Suzaku, Lelouch's best friend, in the mask. Zero stabs Lelouch, the sword goes through his chest. Lelouch falls, the crowd cheers, the world celebrates. And Lelouch smiles. His last words, "Yes, I destroyed the world and created it anew." His sister Nunnally touches his hand. Through GEASS, she sees the truth, sees the whole plan, sees his sacrifice, and she cries for the brother who became a monster to save her. This ending broke the internet. Is Lelouch dead? Did he survive? The debates have been going for 15+ years, but here's what we know. Lelouch died a villain so the world could have a hero. He sacrificed his name, his legacy, his life. Zero Requiem is the most brilliant, heartbreaking, controversial anime ending ever. And whether Lelouch is alive or dead, his legend never died. Kyojuro Rengoku, the Flame Hashira, the man who told us to set our hearts ablaze. Mugen Train, the movie that made millions cry in theaters, the mission that should have been routine. Akaza, Upper Moon 3, one of the strongest demons. He appeared, he challenged Rengoku, and Rengoku, already exhausted from protecting everyone all night, stood his ground. The fight was incredible, flame-breathing at full power, Rengoku matching an Upper Moon demon blow for blow. Akaza offered him a deal: become a demon, live forever, grow stronger. Rengoku's answer: I will fulfill my duty. I will not let anyone here die. Akaza's fist went through Rengoku's chest, through his solar plexus, a fatal wound. But Rengoku didn't fall. He grabbed Akaza, held him until sunrise, tried to kill him with the dawn. The sun rose, Akaza escaped, and Rengoku fell. His last words, smiling at Tanjiro: go ahead and live with your head held high. No matter how devastated you may be by your own weakness or uselessness, set your heart ablaze. He died standing, protecting everyone until his last breath. The theater was silent except for crying. Grown men were sobbing. This death hit different because Rengoku was pure. He was hope and strength and kindness. And he died in a movie, not even the main series. We thought he'd be safe. We were wrong. Set Your Heart Ablaze became a rallying cry. Rengoku became a legend, and we'll never forget the Flame Hashira. Jiraiya, the pervy sage, the legendary Sannin, Naruto's godfather and mentor. The man who never gave up on anyone, who believed in Naruto when no one else did, who taught him the Rasengan, taught him about being a ninja, taught him about never giving up. The mission to the Hidden Rain: investigate Pain, the leader of Akatsuki. Jiraiya went alone. He found Pain and realized Pain was Nagato, his former student, the child he trained during the war. The battle of teacher versus student. One Jiraiya against 6 Pains. He fought brilliantly, figured out their secret, killed several bodies, but it wasn't enough. Pain was too strong, had too many bodies, too many abilities. Pain destroyed him, crushed his throat, ripped off his arm, threw him into the ocean. And as Jiraiya sank, unable to speak, unable to move, he used his last bit of chakra to write a message, a code, on the back of the toad. His last thoughts, thinking about Naruto, about his legacy, about the book he'd never finish. The Tale of Naruto Uzumaki. Yes, that has a nice ring to it. When Naruto found out Jiraiya died, that scream, that cry of pure anguish, we felt that. We all felt that. Jiraiya's death hurt different because Naruto wasn't there. He died alone, in the ocean, sinking into darkness, and Naruto had to find out after. No goodbye, no final lesson, just gone. The rain fell, and we cried with it. Jiraiya never saw Naruto become Hokage, never saw him save the world, never saw him become the hero Jiraiya always knew he'd be. But his legacy lived on, in Naruto, in his books, in every person who refuses to give up. The pervy sage, the legend, the man who believed in the future. Erwin Smith, commander of the Survey Corps, the devil who led humanity's charge against extinction. A man who sacrificed everything, his soldiers, his morals, his humanity, for the truth, for what lay in that basement. He sent thousands to their deaths, and they followed willingly because Erwin made them believe their deaths had meaning. The Battle of Shiganshina. The plan worked. They trapped the Beast Titan, but they were surrounded. The Survey Corps was about to be wiped out. Erwin's final speech, the suicide charge. My soldiers, Rage, my soldiers, scream, my soldiers, fight, dedicate your hearts. They charged, a suicide mission against the Beast Titan's rocks. Dozens died instantly, but they gave Levi the opening he needed. ERWIN led the charge, got hit by a rock, fell, but he was still alive, barely. Levi had one injection, one chance to save someone, ERWIN or Armin. ERWIN nearly dead, mumbling about his childhood dream, about the truth in the basement. Levi chose to let ERWIN die, to let him rest, to free him from the burden of leading humanity. ERWIN died never knowing the truth, never seeing the basement, never learning about the world outside the walls. But he died free, free from the guilt, free from the burden. This death hit different because ERWIN could have been saved. Levi chose to let him go, chose to give him peace. ERWIN was the devil who saved humanity, the commander who sacrificed everything, and in the end, Levi sacrificed ERWIN too, for the man he loved, to give him rest. Spike Spiegel, the cowboy drifting through space, the man running from his past. For 26 episodes, we watched Spike avoid his history, avoid Julia, avoid Vicious, avoid dealing with the person he used to be. But the past always catches up. Julia died, shot by the Syndicate, in Spike's arms. The woman he ran away to save died anyway. Spike's last words to the crew, "I'm not going there to die. I'm going to find out if I'm really alive." The final duel, Spike versus Vicious, in the cathedral where it all began. They fought. Spike won, barely. Spike, bleeding from everywhere, walks down the stairs. The Syndicate members aim their guns. He raises his hand, makes a gun gesture. Bang! He falls. The screen fades to white. Is he dead? The show never confirms it, but we know, we feel it. Cowboy Bebop's ending leaves you empty. Not sad, not angry, just empty, like the space Spike drifted through. Spike lived in the past, and in the end, the past killed him. But he died finding out if he was really alive. And maybe that's all he wanted. See you, Space Cowboy. Kamina, the man who made the impossible possible, who told Simon to believe in himself, the big brother, the leader, the drill that would pierce the heavens. Episode 8. Episode 8! Nobody expected it. We thought Kamina was the main character. We thought he was safe. The battle against the anti-spiral forces. Kamina got cocky, got hit, bad. His gunman destroyed, his body failing. But Kamina didn't die lying down. He got back up, got back in the fight. With his last bit of strength, with Simon's help, Kamina destroyed the enemy gunman. His last words to Simon, "Believe in yourself. Not in the you who believes in me, not in the me who believes in you. Believe in the you who believes in yourself." And then he fell, died standing, died smiling, died inspiring the brother he loved. Episode 8. We had 18 more episodes to go, and Kamina was gone. This death hit different because it was early. Shows don't kill the main character in episode 8, but Kamina wasn't the main character. He was the legend who made the main character. Simon carried Kamina's drill, his spirit, his belief, and became the man Kamina always knew he could be. Kamina died so Simon could live, so Simon could become the hero, and that's what makes him legendary. Row, row, fight the power. Maes Hughes, the family man in a war story, the friend who always had your back. In a world of alchemy, war, and conspiracies, Hughes was the guy who just wanted to talk about his wife and daughter, who loved his family more than anything. But Hughes was also brilliant, a military investigator, and he found something. The conspiracy at the heart of the military, the homunculi, the truth. He tried to call Colonel Mustang to warn him, to tell someone. Envy appeared, shapeshifted into Hughes's wife. Hughes, gun raised, looking at his wife's face, unable to shoot. Envy transformed back to true form and killed Hughes in a phone booth, alone. His last words, seeing his family photo, "I have to get home to my wife and daughter." The funeral, rain falling, everyone mourning. And then his daughter appears. "Why are they burying Daddy? Daddy has work to do. He said he has lots of work. Why are they burying him? He needs to do his work." Mustang, trying not to cry, lying. I'm sorry. They're wrong. Today's not the day for that. It's a terrible day for Rain. This death broke us because Hughes was pure. He was the good in a dark story, the light, the dad. And he died alone, in a phone booth, killed by someone wearing his wife's face. Hughes's death motivated Mustang's revenge, changed the entire story, showed us that in war, even the good die. And we'll never forget the family man who just wanted to go home.